called elderspeak, and it's much like baby talk. Elderspeak is a speech style that younger adults use when talking to older adults. I won't say which side I identify with. It can be perceived, by the way, as patronizing and disrespectful. Joining us now is Chris Gierkin, who leads Changing the Narrative, Ageism in Healthcare campaign. And Chris, how harmful is elderspeak?
Very harmful. It actually can lead to anxiety and depression. It can cause people to not pursue health care itself. And ageism specifically, or how elderspeak shows up, is speaking down to or treating an older person as though they're a child. And older people can actually also do it to older people. It's not just younger people to older people. So it's a really important conversation to be aware of, and how you're conveying yourself to another person who is older. And it's intended to be kind and thoughtful, and using words like honey and sweetie that can also have a cultural context to it and be okay. But at the same time, research has found that it actually is detrimental to our mental health and our physical health, because it causes us to feel less than.
Give me an example of what elderspeak would look like.
The most common example that I've seen in the work that I do is anyone of any age speaking to an older person, like saying, "Hey, honey, let's go outside today," or "Let me help you put your sweater on," or "Let me, cut your food up for you," or do these kinds of things that are treating an older adult as though they're a young child. And it actually causes the person to then adapt to that conversation in a way that they become less autonomous, like less agency in how they are interacting. And it can then lead to health decline and all kinds of other health problems, because you feel as though you're incapable of doing these things for yourself and conversing on a more equal basis with the person that's speaking to you.
I'm curious, is there a difference between elderspeak and baby talk?
Well, yeah, in our work, elderspeak is specifically speaking to an older adult as though they're a child. Baby talk is more in the context of speaking to a baby, or like baby to children, I think. But I haven't actually heard the word baby talk used in the work that I'm doing when we're talking about elderspeak. But I guess you could kind of say it's similar in how you understand it.
I'm curious, is this a case of younger people just trying too hard to help, or are they just being outright disrespectful? And what I keep hearing over and over again is the phrase, "Okay, boomer," which is really recognizing that generational divide. But depending on which side of that "okay, boomer" you're on, it either makes you laugh or makes you cry.
Right. Oh, yeah. Anytime we apply labels such as "okay, boomer," we're dividing people, and we're saying there's us versus them. There's an us and them context. And "okay, boomer," we don't support that. We don't think it's a good way to frame anybody of any age. And when we don't recognize that all of us are aging from the day that we're born, then we're missing the mark. We're missing the bigger picture on that we're all in this collectively together in how we're aging. So the more that we see ageist messages in the media and birthday cards and TV and movies, we buy into this belief system that thinks that, oh, getting older is separate from myself. I don't want to look older. I don't want to behave older. I'm going to avoid that. Yet it's our destiny. If we live long, we're going to be an older person. So the more that we can understand how to embrace that and create an age-inclusive society, then we are going to avoid ageism. And all of us can just become more aware. It's really a mindset in what we believe, and try to find ways of understanding. And through our work, we have all kinds of resources on knowing that getting older isn't something that's negative. And we got to find different ways of framing that in society so that we understand that it's something that we're all experiencing, and we just need better, more positive information on how we can navigate aging.
A reminder that as boomers are going to need a bigger boat, and for you Gen Z, X, Y, and all the millennials, go look it up. It was a great movie, to tell you the truth, during the summertime. Chris Gierkin, the co-director at Changing the Narrative. Chris, thanks for being with us.
Thank you so much, Del. Appreciate it.
You got it. And be sure, by the way, to tune in Friday night. We have an hour-long special in partnership with WorkingNation called Breaking Barriers, Embracing Age in the Workforce. It is an in-depth discussion on more issues, challenges, and solutions for people in the workplace as they grow older. And yes, we all will. It airs Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern right here on Scripps News. As we go to break, we want to take you back